Hey guys, it's Joyce. I hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to share 5 photoshoot ideas you can replicate right at your own home. All of these ideas are definitely possible to recreate since I'll be touching on the theme of housework. I'm sure this is something everyone has to do at some point in their lives, so it's very relatable with a twist of my own. I'm going to call it housework, but make it fashion. The key is to dress up. Who says fancy dresses are only safe for special occasions? I always like to find an excuse to dress up, even if that means I might be overdressed. But yeah, that's just me. This first idea may seem a little bizarre since I'm basically taking photos inside my own shower. There is a really short time frame where my bathroom gets a spotlight lighting through the window. This was a test shot, but I really like how it came out. What do you guys think? I wanted to create a wet hair look here, so I simply spritz myself with water. Now, time for some props. I used a cloth wipe and cleaning gloves to make it look like I was cleaning the glass door. And more spritzing of the hair. I then proceed to spray some water to create a misty effect. Okay, I may have gone a little overboard with the hair spritzing, but I'm in the shower, so I guess it's appropriate. Oh yeah, and then I got a foot cramp. Well, that's a first. I mean, who gets a foot cramp while taking self-timer photos in the shower, am I right? Don't worry, boyfriend to the rescue, and I already feel better. I won't let a little foot cramp stop me. So, proceeding to more photos to make sure I get the shot. For the second photo idea, I want to recreate an activity that is personally very therapeutic for me. There is something about ironing and folding clothes that make me so calm and at peace. Imagine you're telling a story through the images you create. Once you have an idea in your mind, act it out. I find that doing dramatic poses also makes the image more interesting. This is a fun one to do because you can also play with the steam just as the shutter clicks. My trick to a successful self-timer photo is to hide my phone remote under props so it's easy to reach but not visible on camera. For the third photo idea, I'm taking you to my kitchen to recreate an activity that isn't really housework, but more of a hobby for me. Baking brings me so much joy, so I thought replicating this activity would be equally as enjoyable. Since my kitchen setup is quite simple with white walls and wood, a pink dress stands out perfectly with the setting. It's also a little unconventional because, let's be real, who bakes in a princess dress? I figured that using a whisk as a wand also gives the photo a nice depth in frame. For this shoot, I decided to go full-on glam with a fuchsia sequin dress, rhinestone belt, and earrings. If I'm being really honest, vacuuming is one of my least favorite housework, probably because it's so tiring to drag this heavy vacuum around the apartment. So here are some clips of me being dramatic about it.
you okay? Fine.
Okay, enough messing around. Now let's get to work. After setting up the angle I want to shoot from, I connected my phone to act as a preview display and remote. I stood in frame to do a couple test shoots, but I think they turned out quite good. Now to bring in the hero of the shoot. Self-timer photos are also a good way to get comfortable in front of the camera and practice different poses that work for you. It also takes the pressure off when you're not relying on the photographer to wait for you to be ready. You're on your own timeline, so don't stress and just enjoy the process. Now we're finally onto my fifth and final idea. This one is one of my favorite houseworks so far. Watering plants have also brought me so much joy recently. This was shot on my balcony that I also recently set up. I'll be posting a separate video about the full makeover hopefully soon. As you can see, I'm rearranging the setup with plant props as I go. Don't be afraid to move things around after previewing some previous shots. A lot of this is improvising along the way. That's what makes the process fun and creative. And it's a wrap for my home photo shoot for the day. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. You can also follow me on Instagram where I share most of these photos at The Choice Collective. If you do end up recreating any of these, please tag me on Instagram at The Choice Collective or use the hashtag #SelftimerChallenge, and I would love to see what you create. Until next time, bye!